Hey, this will be a video chart on AVTI. Besides just making a monster move, this chart has actually produced a very nice real-life example, and these are the best sorts of examples to kind of go over when you're trying to learn technical analysis and so forth. So I'll go over the chart and also just kind of start off with a quick little example of how charts can be very useful. So for the example, you can see that essentially the stock was just dead, and the first example this chart makes is all of a sudden out of nowhere a huge volume day and really nothing happened. So that's one of those things that should you buy on that? Probably not buy, but should you put it on your radar? Absolutely, because for whatever reason this day, my guess would be because whoever was buying here knew that this sort of move was approaching. Somebody loaded the boat. That's as simple as it goes. This huge volume, price barely moved. Somebody knew what was coming, and they got loaded up here. So if you had put it on the radar, you can see that volume then trailed off again. However, the rest is history. Volume started to come in here, and then it just took off. So, in a nutshell, always be watching out for these big volume days where the price doesn't move much. Once again, doesn't mean, you have to buy, the day after. It doesn't mean that, but you should definitely put it on the radar. And then the other move was just a good example of a healthy consolidation. So you can see that the price made its first move up here, and then we had 4 red days in a row. But the key for these 4 red days was, if you look here, you can see that volume decreased on the pullback, and that's exactly what you want to see. Decrease in volume. The support levels held strong. In this case, the key support level was this blue line right there, which was a 10-day simple moving average. So the price pulled back here, consolidated, and then you can see what's happened the past couple days. Trampoline effect right off of the 10-day, and just a huge run over 100%. So for the people that were patient and accumulated during this pullback, congratulations. And then also to the people that held strong because they saw that this was a healthy consolidation going on, congratulations to you too for following the chart and making a good decision. So now in regards to the chart, the first thing we got to go over is where are the support levels. There's 2 that I'm looking at. The first one's just going to be yesterday's high, which was at 0.0015. This will be more of the ideal support level, meaning that ideally, if you were to ask me what would be the best case scenario for support levels holding, this level would be great if the price pulled back here, held, and then came back up. But if it doesn't hold, it's not the end of the world by any means. There's still plenty of support levels below us. I think the more important support level is going to be down here at this level, which is valued at 0.0011. The reason I say this is a pretty important one. If we look at the history here, started off as a resistance. Yes, the price did get above it, but couldn't close above it. When we did get a close up here, today we had a pullback right around this area once again. Didn't bounce exactly off it, but the one thing you need to remember is supports and resistances are not exact specific levels. They're more of zones. So this 0.011 is a very key zone. And if the price does come down here, and if this is truly another strong move, this level should have no problem of holding, just like the 10-day had no problem holding down here because this initial move was just the beginning. Same concept applies. If this move is going to be truly strong and continue up, then this level shouldn't have any problem whatsoever of maintaining its foothold here. Now for resistances, what we're going to have to do for this one is go to the weekly chart because we're going to have to go backtracking quite a bit. So here we are, like I said, having to go back quite a bit of ways. This is more just for reference. You can see we're going back multiple years, but nonetheless, people will be watching this. So, and there is always that effect of self-fulfilling prophecy. But right now, actually, that's never mind. The other next resistance is going to be up here at this level. If you look here, you can see that it was a support quite a few times, then became a resistance here, and then hasn't been touched since then. This level is based at 0.0025, so 0.0025 is going to be the next area of resistance, and then after that, a potential for another nice move as the next area of resistance isn't up until this area up here. Once more, if you look at the history of the chart, you can see that acted as resistance here, and then acted as support for about a month straight, and then when it did fall, turned back into resistance, and this level is valued at 0.0039. So a pretty big separation from 0.0025 up to there. But one step at a time. Hopefully, if anything, need to get a nice solid consolidation. But also looking at the weekly chart, you can see that for the past 4 weeks, the volume has just been not only way above average, but it's been consistent too. You haven't had something like this where it was a big volume day and then things just dropped off. Definitely big and consistent. So right now, chart's looking very good. Once more, hopefully those support levels hold. And if it does want to keep going up, you now know where these next battlegrounds lay at. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free. So it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together on our alerts, so I'd encourage you to go to the website. One more time, this was AVTI. Thanks for listening.